Welcome back, it's MeiaSoQuick, and today I'm going to take these old 2007 Air Jordan 3 retro flips and I'm going to restore them and do a different little customization to them. As you can see, they've been through it. The soles are coming off, they're yellowed, but we're going to see if we can bring these things back. Alright, first thing that we're going to tackle, we're going to go ahead and start with these heels, this sole that is hanging on for dear life. To get that off, I went ahead and got a steamer. I'm going to be filling up this steamer with some water in hopes that I can get the glue to get a little bit melted. You can use a steamer, or if you have a heat gun, same thing. So now that the water's hot, I'm just going to put the steamer directly on the part where it's still sticking, and then I'm just going to try to really pry it off. And from doing this, most of it seems to be working really well. However, I did need to go ahead and pull out my little razor because the front parts are attached by some threads that's also just coming out but still hanging on for a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and cut those. And now that I did this should be easy and ready to go. So my next step is I'm going to need some acetone. I'm going to get some acetone onto little cotton rounds, and I'm going to go ahead and rub this on the glue that's still left over on the bottom of the soles. You just want to make sure that all that glue is off so that when we clean it, it'll also be able to be reattached a lot easier. Okay, now that that's good, I'm going to go ahead and I actually grabbed some Dawn dish soap and a soft brush, and I'm just going to go ahead and go to work on these shoes and just trying to clean them as best as I can, making sure to get the whole tongue, the top, the bottoms of the shoe, all around it. It's already looking a lot better than what it was. Once I've done that, I'm just going to go ahead and grab this little sponge just to kind of get most of the soap off so I can kind of see where my work is looking like. And now I'm going to work on this bottom. I'm going to grab my razor again, and I'm just trying to get all this little gunk out, you know, to get it back to what it used to be. And boom, it looks like it's working pretty good now, and I'm ready to move on. These things look pretty good, all cleaned up. So what I'm going to go ahead and do, I'm going to go ahead and let these dry. You can even get a blow dry if you're really just time for crunch. And then I'm going to go ahead and start on these soles, which are so yellow, so we got to take care of that. Alright, now to tackle these soles, I'm going to go ahead and grab some 30 volume developer. I wish I had some 40, but this is all I had left over from dyeing a wig. So I'm going to go ahead and use that 30 volume developer along with some plastic and the power of the sun to hopefully bring these soles back. So all you're going to do is just apply that developer onto the place where you want it to lighten up, smooth it all in there around. As I said before, I didn't actually have a lot of this. I wish I did, but you know, don't be afraid to lay it on thick, okay? Once you've got it on where you want it, you're gonna go ahead and take the plastic wrap and you're gonna wrap it over the places that you just put all this developer on. I went ahead and did that and did all some other areas around the shoe, and then I went and took it outside to bake in the sun. Direct sunlight works the best. And after letting it be in the sun for about 15 minutes, I pulled them back into the house and I was ready to go ahead and rip the plastic off, and let's see what these babies are looking like. Okay, I can definitely see where it helped a little bit, not a whole lot, so I'm still going to actually need to do some work on there, but it's still an improvement. All right, my next step is going to be trying to glue this shoe back together. I went and got some shoe goo, though I do suggest if you can get your hands on some bar cement, that might work a little bit better. But I got the shoe goo, and I'm just going to slather that on and then stick the shoe in there. You want to make sure you apply some pressure so that it can really get in there, and you can even take a blow dryer to this just to try to dry it, you know, let the glue melt back up on it. And here's what the shoe will look like after I've got it reattached. So I'm just going to put that to the side and I'm going to work on the next shoe. To get started, I'm going to get some more acetone and I'm going to go ahead and strip some of this paint, and also just trying to take off a lot of that shine that's on the shoe so my paint will go on a lot nicer and evenly, since a lot of this stuff is chipped up. After that, I also got this Angelus deglazer. I don't really think I needed this after, but I applied it just to get rid of that factory shine. And now I'm ready to go ahead and do my tape job and tape up everywhere where I don't want to get paint on. I like to be really, you know, a perfectionist, so I also grab my razor here just to make sure that it's really tight lines and that no paint will be able to seep through. Okay, and once I got my shoe all taped up, I'm ready to start painting. I'm going to go ahead and paint this back heel part back black, and I'm going to be using this Angelus leather black paint to do that, along with these Angelus paint brushes I got. Keep in mind when you're painting, it's best to go in one direction and do thin layers, let it dry before you apply a second coat if it's necessary. Other than that, it's going to be streaky and it's not going to look good. And voila, that's what we're looking like after the tape has come off. And I looked at it and I was like, you know what? This looks stupid. And I'm going to go ahead and paint the whole bottom sole because I just don't like this white. So I retaped it up, and now I'm going in and getting the bottoms of these shoes. And when it was all done, here's what it looks like when I peeled up the tape. I mean, I can honestly say I wasn't always a fan of this colorway when it first came out, so I really wasn't feeling the bottom still with the gray part left on it. I could have stopped here, but I didn't. So after taking a look at the shoe, I decided, you know what, I'm gonna paint that whole bottom part black because that gray and white that was showing, it was just killing me. And so this is what I came with, and you would think, yes, I'm done. But no, I wasn't. So after sitting with it for a while, this wound up being my final product after I went ahead and just got rid of a lot of that white, you know. And you know what, I actually like it. It actually came out good. These shoes were always too small for me. I don't know how the hell I ever bought a 7, but I gave them to my niece and she likes these like this, so I'm happy with it, and they look a whole lot better than what they used to. And there she is already walking in them in these Air Jordan 3 Retros, the flip colorway. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. Please go ahead and leave me a comment if you like this or any other videos you'd like to see me do. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you can be notified when I drop a next video. Peace.